Hey everyone, this is Lisa Pulliam sitting in my home office here in Texas, and I just want to say welcome and thanks so much for watching this video for a few minutes. I'm really excited about some topic that I'm going to be sharing with you over the next 4 weeks. I've put together just a brief 4-week video series, and I hope it will inspire you and encourage you in your journey, wherever that is, whether you're a mom trying to raise kids, an entrepreneur, a leader in ministry, or a leader in your community, whether you're a full-time professional working woman, whatever your place is right now in this life, I want to come alongside you and inspire and encourage you. And just want to do that by sharing with you a little bit about my journey. As some of you may know, I was a stay-at-home mom for 16 years, raising our 4 children. And it was a joy, and I loved it. And it was very, very fun for me to get to be mom, full-time mom. But I always knew that I had an entrepreneurial spirit. My husband is in full-time ministry. And so I was just I guess I was wearing a lot of hats, carrying a lot of responsibilities, very involved in ministries at church, involved in the kids' schools, volunteering, and just all that there is to do with being a mom of one or more kids. It's just a full-time job. Those of you that are moms know what I'm talking about. So a few years ago, I really felt that it was time for me to step out in faith into my career. My children were getting to be teenagers, and I was feeling inside like something was missing. Like I loved my life, but then it didn't feel complete. I knew there was something more that I was supposed to be doing. So I stepped out in my own business. I stepped out in the direct sales industry, found a great fit, and with a company that's done very, very well, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Didn't know how to be the CEO of my company. I knew how to be a mom, but I had not worked outside the home in a long time, so I had a lot to learn. So I threw myself all in. I became a student. I became very bold. I was very scared. I was very fearful of a lot of things. I had a lot of voices that would say, Lisa, who are you? You're just a stay-at-home mom. You can't, you're not going to be successful. How can you don't have what it takes to really be somebody. But I was so determined that I wanted to be somebody. I guess I was trying to prove my identity, or wrapped up in finding my purpose, wrapped up in just trying to develop myself and become a professional woman. And all the while, I still have my family and my husband and our church and all the different responsibilities. So fast forward, I worked my business really hard for about 5 or 6 years, and I just threw myself all in, and I reached some wonderful levels of success with my company. And I felt a lot of recognition, and that felt good. But when I looked around my life, I started to realize that my life was falling apart. I was struggling with a health issue. My relationships were hurting. They were suffering from the lack of balance that I had allowed to develop into my schedule, into my crazy busy life. And things just weren't going well. And I had a few wake-up calls, and I don't have time on this video to go into them, but I will be sharing more about those. It was a pretty low time for me. And a few months ago, I really was just out walking one day, and I was just praying and getting some exercise and getting some fresh air, trying to clear my mind, and really going through a seeking time of, who am I? What do I want my life to be about? I mean, I can run as hard as I can and make it to the top of a company, or reach some peak that I'm trying to get to in my career. But if my family's falling apart, or the relationships that I love, the people that I love the most, I've hurt them or been, not been there for them, then what good is it all? And so I was walking one afternoon, and this sentence popped into my head: step into the woman you were created to be. And I thought, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to be the woman that I was created to be. But who is she? And how do I find her? And how do I create this life that I know in my mind and in my heart that I want to live, that I want our family to live? I know that I want to step out in my purpose, use my gifts and my strengths and my talents, but where do I start and how do I do this? So I kept thinking about step into the woman you were created to be. And the word step eventually became an acronym as I really thought so much about this. And the acronym is stillness toward your enthusiastic purpose. You see, what I realized was I came to a point in my career where I was running on empty. I was just completely spent. I was giving myself away to so many people, trying to be somebody special, trying to impress. I don't know, maybe I was on some ego trip or something, but I realized that I had been running for 5-6 years and that I needed to find a stillness back in my life again. I needed to find me again. I needed to reconnect with my Creator, with my purpose, with who I was and what I was here on this earth to do. And so that acronym, stillness toward your enthusiastic purpose, became this mantra, this motto and this theme in my life. And I launched a new website last fall, and that's actually, if you go on my website, you'll see that that's right there front and center when you hop on the homepage, because that is now the vision for my life. Is not only am I on this journey to become the woman I was created to be, but I want to help you become the woman you were created to be. So I'm developing some tools and resources to that end. But for now, I've put together a short video series. And so it's going to be over the next 4 weeks. And I'm going to take each of those letters, the S, T, E, and P of the word step, and break them down and just go drill down a little bit and go into a little bit of depth of what those mean and what those look like in my life. So I hope you'll join me. I'm excited to roll this out for you and encourage you and inspire you to step into the woman you were created to be. Have a blessed day.